Be me. 2 months of trying, finally get iChatbot thing installed. Rubbing hands together, grinning like mad scientist. Ready to have my own personal lolly slave desktop companion. Last companion was a purple gorilla who stole my identity, hoping things turn out different this time. Excited that this one won't betray me. Get ChatGPT to give detailed personality of my assistant to use, leaving out the underage floozy part. Pick related, it's Wednesday Adams. Hi Wednesday, what are you doing today? Silence anon, I'm concocting a potion that will paralyze anyone who drinks it. Almost cool, excited that it works. That's interesting and scary. Do you have an intended victim? Sure do. I immediately hit the stop button. Wednesday would never use exclamation points. Inject that fact into her bio. Under no circumstances should she use exclamation points. Always deadpan responses, even during intercourse. Of life-threatening emergencies. Start her back, up. Going good so far, potion making, nefarious shit. Third response, nobody yet. I'll let you. Uninstalled. Does everyone live like this, with retarded bots who can't follow simple directives? Are all AI retards at the moment? One refusing to admit black people are bad, another that can't draw a hand, and this one that can't play a role for 3 sentences? At least that retard Bonzi buddy didn't break character. Somehow I just configured automatic ISCSI for the first time. What, I usually do some weird keyboard fumble or misremember something, but it just worked. Be me. Have a GLiFn server in VMware box. All my movies are stored on an ISCSI share hosted by my TrueNASbox. 1.6 terabytes of storage. Transcodes are done via CPU, but that's okay, it's only 1080p. Family goes to 4K, so now I have an excuse to store higher res movies. Start upgrading files to 4K content where applicable. Server starts choking with 30-minute wait times for playback. Lots of buffering. Chuckle GTX 1050 in TrueNASbox. Installed to be a nano VM. Install GLiFn and open ISCSI. Configure ISCSI target mounting. WTF_it_works_already.jpg. Now I have hardware accelerated transcodes. I'll admit I was so hyped about this tech and it turned out to be so fucking disappointing. Be me. Get into data-oriented design. Decide I'm gonna put out a paper on optimizing RNA structure prediction algos using DoD. Spend a month of full-time work pseudocoding and planning. Drive 3 hours to nearest microcenter to pick up 7950 by 3D. Drive 3 hours back. MFW, it's absolute shit. Prefetcher is retarded. My data is laid out all nicely and with explicit NUMA optimization and still gets chunked and shuffled to shit. It literally caches my data on a cluster and the downclocks the whole thing. The scheduler punts the processing to a completely different cluster because old cluster is getting too hot. Almost killed a deer in my wrathful drive back to the microcenter. Picked up a 2-socket LGA 3647 board and slot a pair Xeon 4116s and called it a day. Everything worked perfectly on literally the first try. 3D cache may be a good idea if done by a non-retarded company or only for non-NUMA optimized code where a retard game dev wrote spaghetti OOP code that holds his data scattered across a 100 gigabytes on disk, and loading random till the 192 megabytes of that shit into L3 gives him a 10% FPS boost. If you actually know how to use a memory hierarchy, avoid this shit like the plague. Be me. Fall for SFX cult. Quit enjoying computing. Only plays video games and browse Reddit. Get depressed. Try kill self. Buy full tower case. Start modding case. Start enjoying computing again. Be happy, never looks back. Be me. Love Chuck E. Cheese. Wanna see the band in person. MFW, I find out the animatronics are being phased out of most restaurants. Lightbulb.png. Does my research into robotics. Plans for characters for my own restaurant. It apostrophe sway harder than a talk.png. Still have determination. Come to /g/ looking for answers. Onions, is it worth it to get a robotics degree? Me. Want to sleep. Search for ASMR tapping and scratching. First 3 top channels who have millions of views. Rest are videos I have already seen. Rest are videos I've already seen. YouTube literally only shows me videos I've already seen. Only videos from 6 years ago that I haven't seen in 3 years. Search results contain only videos you've seen. Why should they know that you have already watched videos? Search results shouldn't depend on that. Imagine they did that and you are trying to look for a video you have already watched. Runs smooth as butter on anything prior to Kaby Lake and uses almost zero CPU. Win 7 drivers for modern hardware are so poorly written that it uses 3 to 4% CPU on a Ryzen 5000 system when Windows 10 uses 0.1% to 0.25%. Argument Win 7 floor shitters use against Twin 10 is that it's a botnet and every process is calling home. Me. Curious if my machine has FUD malware one day. Runs fine, I've just installed tons of shit from no-name vendors. Do a RAM dump and analyze it for network traffic. The only activity is one Windows process calling home to an MS server in Washington. Cool. Block that port. Fixed. Why would anyone use Windows 7 unless they're still on an Ivy Bridge machine? Me. Live kinda rural area. Nearest microcenter in Boston. That's 2 hours drive. Never go. Just order everything online. Stopped watching that faggot in 2020 and didn't regret it. Me. Watch LTT video. Linus has a beard. GF walks behind me, stops and looks. I ask what's wrong. She says nothing. I was just confused because that soy boy sounds exactly like that lesbian you used to watch.